Or Felkart, as he likes to call him.
Well, not on foot, right?
On foot against High Elves.
Whoa.
I know.
Justice for the foot lords.
I know.
Anyway, I mean...
Okay, so which army would you like to go over?
I think I will keep an eye on the Dark Elves first.
Alright, go ahead.
What do we have here? For the Infantry Corps, front line of Dread Spears. Pretty reliable, solid front line with Silver Shield. Very useful against Bretonia. Scourge Runner's Chariots, because you can't have enough against those pesky knights. Oh, behind those, the first line, we can see some elite troops like the Black Guard of Nagarond, and not just the Executioner, but the Roar Executioner, the Blade of the Blood Queen. They are playing as the bodyguard for the Supreme Sorceress, Beast lore, Manticore lore.
Lore of Manticores.
Behind you, you can always rely on the Dread Spear to just prevent some annoying charges from the knights. And to end up this monstrous army, we can see a War Hydra, solid with the Fire Breath, can delete the knights very easily. And surprise pick, Blood Medusa. Now that's a surprise one.
I
never played this one.
Yeah, this may be the first Medusa I see in competitive play. Probably someone has used it before, but yeah, this is the first one I see in like a high-profile tournament, especially in the late stages of it. Yeah, we'll see how it does.
Yeah. And to end up, I forgot to mention the sneaky boys. Two Kane Assassin. They are so sneaky, I couldn't even notice them at first.
Exactly. Better watch your back.
Kane Assassin. Yeah, the trophy head, the debuff, and the potential to snipe out flying characters, it's always useful against Bretonia.
Yep, for sure. We saw Felkon use Knight Assassin against Prussian Prince as well. Used him as a bit of a bait to start off a blob fight that he ended up winning. Right, I think that's all the units.
Yeah.
So let's look at Astolfo with his best faction, no doubt, Bretonia.
The fair and just Bretonia. What do we have here?
The Fey Enchantress.
Not exactly a surprise pick, if you ask me, for the Bretonia.
Definitely one of the best lords in the game. Just Earthblood, Mist of the Lady, Blessing of the Lady. He has the two Paladins in the air, which is something Astolfo likes a lot. Of course, great if there's a Malekith on the field. And then one Field Trebuchet, which is going to give him, I would say, the ability to stay on this little uphill. Then in terms of infantry, just four peasant mobs. Yeah, so minimal infantry from Bretonia as usual. And the peasant bowmen with pox arrows. 4 of those beautiful pox-ridden bastards.
The pox arrows really became a breadwinner for the Bretonia since the last patch. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely pushed them higher up the tier list. Just that change.
Absolutely.
Then there's 4 questing knights. Oh no, 2 questing knights and 4 knights of the realm. Alright, I'm at 2 seconds. Where are you at?
4 seconds.
Okay, I'll first get up to 4 seconds. Alright, and then I'll do a countdown. We press play and then we cast. So
let's roll.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Go!
Alright.
Happy New Year, Viking!
Yes, best wishes, Alpha. So Trebuchet instantly targets the Blackguard, that's pretty smart.
Take out the precious targets. The Scourge Runner are already on the run to shoot at the Knights or whoever else is going.
So do you play either of these 2 factions?
Dark Elves, especially against Bretonia.
Oh, you like Dark Elves into Bretonia?
Yeah, I tried to surprise them with some ballistas. The...
Oh yeah. The Reaper Bolt Throwers. Yeah, those can definitely be used. We had a great game in the group stages where I think it was Fistek managed to win against Prussian Prince with some Reaper Bolt Throwers. So the Hydra or the Medusa is not having a good time already.
big trouble, yes. But the Scourgerunners managed to fend off the Paladins. We can see.
But now the cavalry is pouring in. And look at Astolfo just pressuring with all of his cavalry at the same time.
Yeah, those will crush the side of the Dread Spears.
He's even going straight into the Dread Spears on this flank. Apparently not afraid of that charge defense and anti-large. I like what he's doing. He's buying a lot of time for his missile troops to fire away.
Those knights suffered some damage.
Which knights?
The one on the side and the one in the middle.
Oh yeah, this one is actually overstaying his welcome against the spears a little bit, I think. And this one...
Oh, but the Dread Spears are broken already in the middle. Yeah. And the Medusa, it's on the run.
Showing maybe why it's not picked so often.
Yeah.
Like Astolfo saw that Medusa and he was just instantly going for it. But I think maybe the idea was to snipe some knights with their glare attack. I'm not sure if that even works, but Astolfo seemed to recognize it as a threat because he really prioritized killing it.
The War Hydra did a decent amount of damage on the knights with the breath.
Yeah, so this first exchange was very quick and violent. Who do you say it would? Who would you say it favored so far, Astolfo?
Well, the front line of the Dread, the Blessed Dread is broken. The Medusa was a big waste for sure.
Yeah, and as it seems, the units on the side are also getting broken, despite being spearmen.
Surrounded by all sides. Though this is the big one, the mosh pit that will decide the game.
These units not respecting social distancing one bit, just getting in each other's face. No masks on, any of them. And it looks like the Supreme Sorceress is in a bit of trouble as well.
Yeah, you cannot compete the blob with the Fae. The Mortis plus the healing is pretty heavy there. But the Hydra is doing God's work, or should I say Kane's work.
Yep. It has become the focus of the peasant moment though, and they're slowly dragging it down.
For good reasons. All the cav is converging in the middle.
They might die, says Randomnix. We'll see, we'll see. She is definitely stuck between two assassins, a Hydra, and a Supreme Sorceress. Could go wrong very quickly.
It's all about the assassin, they have to keep stabbing her.
Yeah, she's actually very low, and now she's terrified, and she may not be able to make it out of there. Where is their support?
The Paladins are regrouping, a bit wounded, but the problem with the Dark Elves is that their forces are all located in the middle. They can't reposition to take all these archers.
Ooh, but the Fae actually dies there, and with that kill, do you think Bretonia still has what it takes to win this?
The Hydra is also lost. Now it's all about the Paladins. They have to save the day for Bretonia.
Yeah, there's still Paladins, but no more healing. And that Hydra, I mean, they're trying to kill it, but it's probably going to heal. But one Paladin is on it. Ooh, this is a close game.
If Bretonia can take out the Chariots and the Hydra, then he can poke the elite troops with the arrows.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and how's the ammo situation looking? I mean, two peasants are routing, but still have decent ammo. The trap is firing. This peasant is dead, though. Just getting charged by everything.
Manticore won't last forever.
Oh, the Manticore just expired, I believe. Oh no, it's over here, but it will expire soon.
The Paladin obviously going for the Scourgerunner chariots.
Astolfo knows the priority here.
That was a miss. Shame.
Anything that can hurt his archers. Priority right now. These Knights of the Realm, they're being thrown in, but they're also getting killed pretty quickly.
But the Manticore blocked that charge. A shame, he could have got at least one chariot there.
Something we haven't mentioned yet, these Blades of the Blood Queen, they're giving physical resistance.
Oh, true that they have Guardian, right?
Guardian, indeed. Astolfo just going to let the trap die.
It's all about those chariots. Once they're removed from the equation, the elite infantry will be run over.
Yep, and there's just one here and two here on very low health, but is there anything really to finish them off? Maybe
we can see that the balance of power is pretty respectable in the middle.
Yeah, I would say slight advantage to Bretonia now even. Oh, he's going for the Lord. That may be the risky play.
Oh.
Was a hit though.
Doom Flock of Doom.
On the cavalry. More efficient against infantry, like most things in this game. The Opal Amulet so far is keeping the Supreme Sorceress alive.
Damn, those chariots with no H point still standing there.
Yeah, it's crazy leadership on them, but now it looks like the Knights are finally getting rid of them. And getting rid of the Supreme Sorceress, and suddenly it swings, and suddenly it's looking like...
Now the entire, basically the entire army is gone. There's only the assassin left.
And I don't think they have what it takes to take on these questing Knights.
Not even close.
Right, looks like Astolfo is taking the first game. Felkon's first loss in this tournament.
Whoa. It's a bit weird after saying before, you know, that he won everything.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting one. Shame for the Medusa, she couldn't really prove to be viable.
Yeah, that was a shame. I mean, how much does she cost? Like 1600 gold?
A bit less. I think that 1600 is for the chariot.
Oh yeah.
The big blob was an ambitious move, I suppose. You know, putting all the units in one spot for the archers to pepper them.
Just letting the next players know to go set up their game. Chosen One and Satsuma. So, excuse me, we can join them after, you know, maybe the next game already, which might already be the final game in the series. Although, it would be a pretty big shocker if Felkon just lost 2-0, right?
Yeah, I have to admit, it would be shocking. There's no other word to say it. He's such a big name, you always expect him into the final, or at least the semifinals.
Yeah, I mean, even if he loses here, he will go down into the loser's bracket and will have another chance to make the grand final. I'll just update the score. We can load into next game. I feel like Felkon's army was definitely not bad, but it was not the most competitive army he had in his pocket either. I think I've seen him play this differently. And yeah, especially because he picked the sub-faction, it feels like... I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Astolfo, but I think Felkon was maybe not taking him as seriously as maybe he should have.
Playing the sub-faction means the other guy will know that you can't bring some heavy hitters for the Dark Elves, Morathi and Malekith. So I suppose you really don't. You have a less surprise pick there. Yeah. Anyway, maybe Felkon just really wants to show that he wants an army painter.
So if Felkon wants to face Evenstar again, well, he could face him in the final, potentially. He's not sure that Evenstar will even make it that far, but to be continued, I guess. Alright, let's load up the second replay. It is the Empire against the Lizardman, and I can already tell this is, again, a pretty interesting build.
And not just any Lizardman.
The Cult of Sotek.
Sotek himself!
Yeah.
I suppose that's the day for the sub-faction.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's pause the replay. I'll get rid of the blocker cat. And which army do you want to go over?
We'll start with the Empire.
Alright, go ahead.
Anyway, what do we see here in the front? We got some Outriders. Some of the best skirmishers in the game. High rate of fire, AP, always reliable. Not even too expensive.
True.
Behind them, the Black Lions. Now that's you don't see. Now that's something you don't see every day. I really want to see that in action. Really.
Yeah, like the Medusa last game.
Yeah. Good point. On their flank, we got the Sons of Sigmar. That's a staple for the Empire. I wish you could clone those guys. Here, behind them, there's the Emperor himself, supported by a green wizard. You know, the lizard,
Jade Wizard.
Jade Wizard. Thank you. A classic pick, really. Karl Franz is a heavy hitter, but he's a bit fragile, so he needs some magic support. And behind them, you got a pretty cheap core of spears and one flagellant. Really on the inexpensive side. But behind them, there's the true surprise. You got the Knights of the Blazing Sun. And in the middle, the Roar Reichsguard. Not exactly the most elite cavalry of the Empire, but for surely a reliable and strong one.
Right, so that's the army for Astolfo. Once again with just the Earthblood, seems to like just using that spell. It is of course very economical if you can get good costs of it all the time. So the Lizardmen might be able to use the water here a little bit. Let's see which army they brought to do that, or potentially do that. There's 2 Skink Skirmishers up front. There's Pterodon Riders in the air. There's even Ripper Dactyl Riders. Oh my god. These players are not disappointing us with the picks so far. Lots of cool units on the field. And then there's a front line of, you know, just cheap and cheerful skink cohorts. 2 red-crested skinks behind them. One of them is the cohort of Sotek. Unbreakable, always good value. The Bastillodon with the Ark of Sotek.
Okay, this is definitely a thematic army.
Yeah, for sure. And there's 4 Cold One Riders. These are, of course, very good against the Empire with their, you know, just cheap, high armor-piercing damage.
Yeah, in fact, I say they're the thing that denies the usual normal cavalry for the Empire, the Nagarons one. They're basically a direct counter to them.
Yep. Then the Tehenoin in the air with Manticore, and, you know, we had to bring another spell as well, so we brought Flock of Doom.
Yeah, just because it's forced. Lore of Manticore, best lore. Exactly. The Prophet of Sotek himself, not the most competitive lord. I'm really glad to see him around.
All right, so I'm at 2 seconds. Are you at 4 again?
3 seconds.
Right, I'm at 3 seconds. Let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's see.
All right, both sides moving forward somewhat.
Immediately going for the skirmish here.
Yep. And Lizardman will not be able to stay in the water and fight there, I think, unless Astolfo willingly gives him that fight, because he does outrange them with the Black Lions.
The Black Lion will surely hurt them if they don't move. Oh, the Ripper Dactyl gets close. Never mind.
Yeah, they decided to bugger off pretty quickly there. Probably the wise choice.
Yeah, it seems that there will be an immediate big clash here on the side.
Yep. So Astolfo smartly positioning his troops sort of away.
A great Flock of Doom.
Yep. But good reaction from Astolfo running out of the area of effect. Should be able to heal up that damage. But ooh, the Outriders. So that's a big mistake.
Yeah, they got some losses there.
Yeah, about
Not too many,
9 of them died. 10 of them died. That's a pretty big amount.
The Black Lion is mulching those Nagarons.
Yeah. Cold One Riders taking a lot of damage. Now the big charge is coming in. The Cav is charging the center.
Well, the line where the Knights destroy those kings.
Yeah. And he's fighting them on dry land. That's an advantage.
Another Flock of Doom that will hurt a lot. The Ripper Dactyls are closing in.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll be going for. Okay, the Outriders, it seems.
The Outriders, that will hurt.
Yeah, that's probably the best engagement for them. They even are doing good damage against the Knights of the Blazing Sun here. Actually winning that combat.
Yeah, the initial charge is devastating.
Yeah, they will go down quickly. There comes the Earthblood.
Nagarons on the side will soon... Never mind, they missed the Black Lions. They went for the cavalry.
I mean, good reaction from Astolfo, not letting his Cav get charged in the back, actually getting the charge in return on these Cold One Riders, and that's huge.
Outriders will be out for a while. Actually, I think they will run straight to the edge of the map and gone. That's a big loss there.
Yeah, very good focus from Felkon there, getting rid of those Outriders. But look at Tehenoin, he's... Oh man, he's in a bad spot, fighting France and surrounded by cavalry.
Yeah, Sotek might be on his side, but France got Galmarats.
Yeah, and he hasn't even gotten the second Manticore summon off yet, so that's pretty bad.
Another strike. Oh, that's it.
And he's gone.
Then I win.
Dead.
I'm sorry, boy.
Now the question is whether Tehenoin dying will just close it out, or if is there anything the Lizardman can do at this point?
Now that's a problem, since Karl can destroy a lot of the precious units for the Lizardman. Now those Reaperdactyl will soon be gone, and the Ark of Sotek is probably the next.
Yeah, just looks like that's it for the Lizardman.
The infantry mosh pit is continuing slowly. You know, skinks and spearmen are not exactly heavy hitters.
No, exactly.
Jade Wizard is in a trouble with the Skeleton.
Yeah, with the Ark of Sotek. This is actually the first time I ever saw this model up close. Like, what is that even
outside of the trailer?
Yeah. Like,
and it.
What
and
does
you
it
can
do?
see the snakes, the blue snakes everywhere.
Ooh, nice. Nice effects.
Ooh,
Disco lights.
The Jade Wizard got terror rooted.
Uh-huh.
If he can get that away, I don't think the Lizardman can.
I don't think Karl even... Did he even take a heal? Like, he's just chilling in the air. Just like, you know what? Yeah, he took like 2 Earth Bloods, so he did take some damage, but yeah. Not a lot.
The Black Lions are still online. Still dealing big damage to the Ark of Sotek, I think they're shooting at. But never mind, Karl Franz here comes to save the day.
Oh, the Jade Wizard, will he route out? Will he route out?
It's on the border.
Rally, you have stand your ground. Oh, he's out.
Shame on you, you left your Emperor.
Yeah, that guy will be executed for sure. The Ark of Sotek is also out with that most powerful and amazing unit gone.
Black Lions are soon to be turned to scrap here.
Yeah, they should not be in melee like that, but maybe at this point Astolfo will just realizes he's won regardless. Doesn't really care, yeah, because there's the army losses.
I mean, Karl Franz alone was probably pulling 60% of the
yeah, probably.
of that bar. He's untouched, 100%.
Yeah.
Flawless victory for Karl Franz.
Yeah, and kind of a flawless victory for Astolfo here with yeah, the upset 2-0ing Felkon, making it into the grand finals. Pretty crazy. I mean, Felkon took some weird builds, but, you know, I think he would still beat 90% of players with those builds.
Yeah, I could.
Great job to Astolfo.
He could
really
bring
crisp and clean.
Now the Sotek soldiers fight to the last breath.
Yeah. You go for some dramatic cinematic shots of that. Or at least close-ups.
Massacre Warmblood.
Lizardmen suck, but the units are cool as fuck. Well, I think Lizardmen are actually pretty strong. And they are definitely very cool, I agree with you there.
They're really nice to look at. It's a bit of a shame that so many of their units are kind of don't really have a role in the roster.
Yeah, I mean, they have a huge roster though, so some units are bound to be somewhat suboptimal.
And that's what happens when your roster is made up of dinosaurs and bigger dinosaurs and bigger dinosaurs and bigger, and that's it. You don't have anything else but dinosaurs everywhere.